guys, John Riley. Welcome back to another episode of Bushcraft Bums. Been a while, but we're back, yay! So today we're going to play around with creating a traditional flint and steel fire using a mora knife. A lot of people say flint and steel on the forums and stuff like that, and they use it the wrong terminology. They say, you know, I start a fire with flint and steel, and they're talking about one of these, a fire steel or a ferrocerium rod, which is a handy way to start a fire. I always have one with me when I'm out in the woods. But I'm talking about flint and steel in the more traditional sense, which would be using a rock with a high quartzite or flint, a piece of flint or quartzite or something like that to create a spark off a piece of carbon steel to ignite charred material. That's what we're going to be doing today. They sell a lot of fancy flint and steel kits that you can use to do this, but all you really need is a certain type of rock from your environment, a mora knife, and some charred material. So that's the way we're going to go at it today. All right? So a lot of times what people will do, what I see is they'll do flint and steel with a knife, is they'll hold the knife in one hand and the flint and steel in the other, and they'll start chipping away like this. I've tried that a lot, and what tends to happen with me is the mora knife blade is so thin and it's so sharp that I inevitably end up filleting my fingertips off. Never to the point of bleeding, but I always end up just cutting a little piece of my skin off. So I kind of devised a new way to do it, and it seems a little bit more idiot-proof to me. And being an idiot, I like idiot-proof things. So that's what we're gonna play around with today. So I'm gonna get some char cloth out here. This is just charred cotton. I'm gonna play around with that. Hopefully that'll be good enough to go. Actually, that piece might even be a little better. Try that one. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my knife. I'm gonna turn the sharp end away from myself. I'm gonna use my knife to pin the char cloth to the ground, like so. And sometimes this can take some doing. I'm going to try and just take a sharp edge of this piece of flint and try and shave a piece of hot steel away from the back of my mora knife through impact. And there we go. I don't know if you can see it. There's a small little ember there on that piece of char cloth. Okay, so that means that's good to go now. The char cloth is up and running. I'm going to place it here in my pre-prepped tinder bundle. All the grass is wet today, so I'm not really sure how this tinder bundle is going to work out, but we'll try and see how it goes. And we have flame. Alright, so there we have it. Alright, traditional fire using a mora knife and some charred material there. Alright, sorry about that, I just don't want to burn my hands. So it doesn't take much, folks. Char cloth, I made a video I think where I did that before, but it's essentially just take any natural fiber. This is pieces of old ripped jeans. I just put them in this, I cut them up, I put them in here. It's just a simple tin with a hole in the roof. And I just I put it on the fire until the smoke started coming out of the top. Once the smoke stops coming out of this little hole, it's charred. You could char jute, you could char plant fibers, anything like that. Maybe we'll do another video on that. But that's it, a simple, quick technique using your mora knife to strike a flint and steel, in a traditional flint and steel way to make a traditional type of fire. Just another feather in your cap for all you woodsmen out there. And I know a couple of people I got a couple of emails and private message from people asking when are Bushcraft Bums t-shirts available. Well, there you go. Bushcraft Bums t-shirts. Alright, so if anybody's interested, we might think about adding these to the line, so give us a shot. Alright, thanks as always to everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.